All away from the other team. He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brandon Marshall coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Green 80. Green 80. 11B, 11B. Green gun.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. When they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean, they want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Keenum. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, it's Keenum. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
380. 380. 11. 72.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scoring. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Down. Check 13. Check 13. 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now they'll throw with Keenum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
380. 380. 11B. Mike 39, Lucy. Move.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
To throw is Bortles. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
11B, 11B. 380. 380.
Bortles now on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 54 Ricky. Set. 380. 380.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, Darkwa. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Keenum throwing on second. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. They try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucy.
Now Bortles. Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Roger.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, go, Roger. Motion. 22. 22. All right, 20. Hey, orange.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger.
Keenum on first down. They'll roll him out right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
380. 380. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Lucy.
Now this time Bortles will throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run again now with Darquan. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
22. 22. Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11B, 11B.
Throwing now is Bortles. Spins away. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end right. 22. 22.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Keenum now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Keenum. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
22. 22. Down.
On first down, it's Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
380. Hey, follow.
And the blitz does come. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players.
380.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
380. 380. 73. Move. 3-6.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, orange arm!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Keenum now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Take 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Down. Down.
Here's Darkwa. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Keenum, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Down. 22.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green 80. Hey, spread right, smack. Hey, hold it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hank.
Bortles going to throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 5-0. Hey, 5-0.
Back to throw, Bortles. Wide open receiver complete.
Here we go.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Hank. 154 right here.
Bortles going to look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Back to throw, Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw is Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Able to power through. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
man. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets, they fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf